County Supervisor Jim Desmond is celebrating the decision here. He joins us live this morning to clarify some of this for us. Thanks for being here, Supervisor.
Hey, Eric, Stella, good morning.
Good morning to you. You know, some people are waking up here going, wait a minute, how did this judge's decision on strip clubs impact restaurants here? So can you clarify that a little bit and then explain when restaurants can open up? Are we talking about today here?
Well, yes, we are talking about today, and this, it's not my victory. This is a victory for the, for the working people who are willing, and the business folks that are willing to do the right things and safely open. So it's really a victory for them. So yes, it is it's a wacky world out there. The fact that a strip club hearing allows other restaurants to open, but that's what this judge did. He specifically said, it provides that the county and the state can't force closures on the adult entertainment, but it also said, and for businesses with restaurant service. So to me, it's pretty clear is the fact that, it also includes a restaurant service, primarily because, as was said earlier, some of these adult entertainment places serve food. And so the judge stated that. Matter of fact, he also stated that he said he saw there was no nexus between the spread of COVID and other businesses. And he actually named off the businesses of gyms, fitness centers, bars, spas, churches, and things like that as well. He didn't rule on those other businesses, but he kind of left the door open for other entities to come in and possibly use the same grounds and say there is no nexus between these businesses opening. But we still have a pandemic going on. We still have the issues. We still have to operate safely. This isn't a, game's over type of thing. We still have really, restaurants, if they could open as early as today, because it was as the county put out last night, effective immediately, and it went out last night. They're no longer going to be enforcing the closures of restaurants. We still have barbershops. We still have salons. We still have gyms that are closed. So there's still, I think some work to be done to safely open up other businesses. But technically, today the businesses can open up. The restaurants can open up.
Okay, let me read this, Supervisor. Supervisor Desmond, you sent out a tweet, and then Supervisor Nathan Fletcher responded. You said how this plays out remains to be seen. We assume that the state will appeal, and my colleagues voted to appeal along with the state. However, though Kristen Gaspar and I voted not to appeal this decision, we believe that businesses should be allowed to stay open safely. And then Nathan Fletcher, Supervisor Fletcher, says 2020 is so strange. On a day with record number of ICU patients and hospitals telling us they are canceling cancer patients, have their tumors removed, my colleague is bragging about fighting to keep strip clubs open.
Well, I can't really respond to that. I mean, the fact of the matter is, unfortunately, our numbers have been going up and restaurants have been closed. So they're not the ones at fault. And it is unfortunate, that we still have to fight the virus. So I'm not saying, I've always been saying we can do both. These businesses really felt discriminated against, that defied the order and stayed open. But, why can one business be open and not me? I can operate safely. I've put all the investment in. I built all these outside, tents and put those up and put up tables and bought heaters. Why can't I open? So I think there's common sense to me has played in. We still must fight the virus. Not saying that at all. And we still must follow the safety protocols. But it's, 9 days before Christmas here, and people, are still, wondering if they're going to have a job or that they're going to be closed down next week, or if they defy the orders, or they're going to go to jail or have fines. This kind of gives a clearer light, a clear path forward for businesses that are willing to operate and do it safely, and we can still fight the virus.
And before we let you go, real quick, Supervisor, indoor and outdoor are allowed to open under this? Is your understanding here?
That's my understanding. It says we've suspended enforcement activities against restaurants. So they still have to, in my mind, they still have to follow all the social distancing. So if you're going to open up indoors, make sure you got the tables apart. Make sure you're following all the guidelines, the masks, the gloves, whatever it is that you need to do for your particular restaurant. Make sure you're doing all of those things inside and out.
All right. Thanks for clarifying, Supervisor. Thanks for joining us here this morning.